defensively, it seems like you guys kind of picked it up a bit from a ball pressure standpoint right out of the gate there. What was the message to you guys for the game on that, and what did you see out there?
Yeah, I thought JB did a great job getting us started with his defensive presence, and it passed down to Smart, to Grant, to Al, to everybody. And so, I thought we just had a defensive presence about us, and that led to our offense. And we did a great job just playing great, fluid offense throughout the game.
Joe, what answers did your team have tonight for Joel Embiid when he came back?
I mean, the answers are you just have to give them different looks. You have to be physical. You have to try to defend without fouling. And you have to defend them as a team, which I thought our guys did. And like I said, Jalen started off, and it just trickled down, and, we were locked in, and we were physical defensively.
Coach, you got a lift from Malcolm Brogdon off the bench, a significant one in this one. But from what you got out of Grant Williams, seemed like just talk about what you saw out of him tonight and what led to the decision for you to turn to him early in the first quarter.
Yeah, Grant plays a role on our team. When he shoots the ball at a high clip and doesn't pass it up, we need him to shoot it, and he did a great job of that tonight. And he just has the ability to guard different guys and execute different matchups and different coverages for us. And at his best, just brings a level of physicality and a level of poise to our team. And so I thought he did a great job of that tonight.
Joe, your team said this morning that they were angry, frustrated. Could you sense from the beginning of the night that they were going to play like they played, especially on both ends of the floor?
Yes.
And what did you like about that from the get-go?
They were angry, frustrated.
What about Malcolm and the performance that he put together?
Malcolm, we've had our depth all year, and he's been the anchor of that depth with his humility and patience and presence and scoring. And so, the thing that I really like that he's done is he's picked up his defensive, his physicality, his presence. He's really gotten comfortable in our system now. And when he plays, that on both ends of the floor, we're just a different team.
Joe, what have the last 48 hours been like for your team?
Angry, pissed.
And did you like that? Did you like
Yes.
What was going on the last couple of days?
Yes.
Secondly, you don't smile much, but you got to be happy with taking twice as many threes tonight as you did in game one.
So by the middle of the third quarter, we shot more threes then than we did the entire game.
Were you pleased with that?
I was pleased with the type of ones that we take. I don't want to come down and just jack them up there for the sake of jacking them up there. But I thought our defense led to our, energetic offense, and I thought we did a great job of not passing up open ones, and we still got good looks at the rim. And so we just have to continue to find that balance of creating 2-on-1s, finding the right time to shoot it. And I thought the game was connected. We also only turned it over 7 times for 5 points, and so usually when you shoot open ones, you have a less tendency to turn it over because defenses get better later in the shot clock. And so we just managed the game well. Our defensive presence led to our offense. Our good offense led to our defense.
Are you convinced that you can kind of bottle this up and take this kind of intensity for the rest of the series?
I'm convinced that we have a great locker room and a great team, and that, when we play to our level, we have a chance to win. So we just have to keep that.
Joe, acknowledging that Joel Embiid is the MVP for a reason, is it, in a way, does it help you matchup-wise having him on the floor because of Al Horford can play him physical and maybe the rotations make a little bit more sense rather than when you have Harden in a more spaced-out, up-tempo type of team?
I think like we talked about heading into the series, there's the Embiid minutes and the non-Embiid minutes, regardless of how many of those minutes are, and we have to manage those, and that's part of what the playoffs are, is managing those sub-patterns and matchups and what it looks like depending upon their lineups. And so I think we just have to, be flexible, and we have an understanding of what their team looks like when he's in the game and what it looks like when he's not in the game.
But it just feels like Horford has that unique ability to not single guard Embiid, but to be that main guy that can play him physical, that just knows how to defend him in a smart way, and that might utilize him better than if he has to guard out on the perimeter.
No, Al can guard on the perimeter. He's been good for us. But yes, Al has a comfort level of, guarding post players, guarding, Embiid. He's guarded him, played with him. So he has that comfort level. He also took 10 shots tonight, so when he's involved, that helps. 8 threes.
Joe, when the game was close back here in the center, the energy plays that your guys showed, whether it was like the D. White tip out to Al for the 3 in the second quarter or Marcus's second effort at the end of the first quarter after Joel initially had the block, what's the cumulative effect that those have over the course of 48 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys have a great awareness to just momentum in general, and I think momentum is such a huge part to the playoffs and to games, and it's constantly shifting back and forth. And D. White's on the list of our momentum guys that, 1 or 2 plays that he makes really helps our team. And each guy has the gifts to do that, and so those plays throughout the game just kind of help us.
Joe, late third, they call a timeout. They cut it to 13, and you guys are able to push it to 27 and kind of take control of the game late third. What did you see during that sequence, and obviously how significant was it to get the fourth quarter to rest some guys?
Yeah, pace. I thought we got stops, and then we were able to get out and run, and we got great looks, and we made the right play every single time. Nobody wants to ask about all the adjustments we made from game 1 to game 2.